Straight razor shave will have you looking fresh and smooth. Lux Barbershop is open 7 days a week. Go to Lux Barbershop for the finest barbers, stylists, braiders, and massage therapists in the southern suburbs. Check out all their daily deals on Facebook, Instagram, and luxbarbershop.com.
Blow the whistle on SportsTownChicago.com. Mondays and Fridays from 2 to 3 p.m. as we talk NFL.
The game plan was really sound.
In the quarterback league, it has been, it still is.
Franchise-defining quarterbacks.
College football.
Will Jim Harbaugh make it through the season as Michigan's head coach?
Some more Big Ten talk.
And here's some things you wouldn't expect.
I would have never expected that.
Get all of that and more on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
This is your home for sports.
Red left!
SportsTownChicago.com.
Go to Lux Barbershop for the best barbers and stylists in Plainfield, Illinois. I go there when I have an important event, date, or I just want to look good. The straight razor shave will have you looking fresh and smooth. Lux Barbershop is open 7 days a week. Go to Lux Barbershop for the finest barbers, stylists, braiders, and massage therapists in the southern suburbs. Check out all their daily deals on Facebook, Instagram, and luxbarbershop.com.
Blow the whistle on SportsTownChicago.com. Mondays and Fridays from 2 to 3 p.m. as we talk NFL.
The game plan was really sound.
In the quarterback league, it has been, it still is.
Franchise-defining quarterbacks.
College football.
Will Jim Harbaugh make it through the season as Michigan's head coach?
Some more Big Ten talk.
And here's some things you wouldn't expect.
I would have never expected that.
Get all of that and more on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
This is your home for sports.
Red left!
SportsTownChicago.com.
Go to Lux Barbershop for the best barbers and stylists in Plainfield, Illinois. I go there when I have an important event, date, or I just want to look good. The straight razor shave will have you looking fresh and smooth. Lux Barbershop is open 7 days a week. Go to Lux Barbershop for the finest barbers, stylists, braiders, and massage therapists in the southern suburbs. Check out all their daily deals on Facebook, Instagram, and luxbarbershop.com.
Blow the whistle on SportsTownChicago.com. Mondays and Fridays from 2 to 3 p.m. as we talk NFL.
The game plan was really sound.
In the quarterback league, it has been, it still is.
Franchise-defining quarterbacks.
College football.
Will Jim Harbaugh make it through the season as Michigan's head coach?
Some more Big Ten talk.
And here's some things you wouldn't expect.
I would have never expected that.
Get all of that and more on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
This is your home for sports.
Red left!
SportsTownChicago.com.
Go to Lux Barbershop for the best barbers and stylists in Plainfield, Illinois. I go there when I have an important event, date, or I just want to look good. The straight razor shave will have you looking fresh and smooth. Lux Barbershop is open 7 days a week. Go to Lux Barbershop for the finest barbers, stylists, braiders, and massage therapists in the southern suburbs. Check out all their daily deals on Facebook, Instagram, and luxbarbershop.com.
Blow the whistle on SportsTownChicago.com. Mondays and Fridays from 2 to 3 p.m. as we talk NFL.
The game plan was really sound.
In the quarterback league, it has been, it still is.
Franchise-defining quarterbacks.
College football.
Will Jim Harbaugh make it through the season as Michigan's head coach?
Some more Big Ten talk.
And here's some things you wouldn't expect.
I would have never expected that.
Get all of that and more on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
This is your home for sports.
Red left!
SportsTownChicago.com.
Go to Lux Bar.
You ready for this? Valley View Automotive has all of the hottest SUVs you've been looking for.
And we are back on SportsTownChicago.com for the primetime matchup of the 2023 Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic in the quarterfinals, the third game of the quarterfinals in the championship bracket between the DePaul Prep Rams and the Hinsdale Central Red Devils. The home team facing off against one of the better teams in the state. Scott Kiefer on the call with Nathan Rosca to my side. We're getting ready for player introductions and the national anthem coming up here.
What's going on, everyone?
This is going to be a fantastic matchup, a highly anticipated one, and the crowd definitely has come out for this one.
Absolutely. This is one thing that Hinsdale Central has that no other team in this tournament has, a home crowd, and that's a huge, huge factor, especially in this tournament.
Before we start, we have the national anthem, teams lined up on their own respective baselines. We will get the national anthem going before we get started.
This time, we'd ask everyone to please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And after conclusion of the national anthem, let's get into a quick preview of the game we got. We have the DePaul Prep Rams, who had a great performance yesterday against Lincoln Way Central, getting a dominating 53-25 win over Lincoln Way Central. You know, what are you kind of looking for in DePaul Prep? They didn't really have much of a challenge yesterday.
So, I mean, exactly with what you said, they didn't have much of a challenge. So I didn't really see much of their starters perform. I think here we have a much more competitive game, and we're definitely going to see what kind of team they are more. Obviously, we got to see a lot of their depth. So it'll be very interesting to see what they come out with, what their starters are like. And as for Hinsdale Central, they have all the depth. They have amazing shooters on their team. And, I mean, I'm just excited, man. I'm excited for this game.
And one thing to look for with this Hinsdale Central team is they were letting it fly yesterday. You know, number 22 getting introduced right now, Daniel Orozco. Even his brother was able to get in, and they were able to get some shots up. Great three-point shooting from this team. Look at Dylan Dell to deliver in the three ball.
Dylan Dell, 6 for 6 yesterday. Did not miss a single three-point shot. We were just, having too much fun calling that one. But, and especially in pregame warmups, have not seen him miss a shot either. But whenever I take a look at this DePaul lineup, I see a lot of size. So it's going to be a big, huge challenge dealing with the size.
I agree. Hinsdale Central coming into this game a little bit undersized. And DePaul Prep, as we know, one of the better teams in the state of Illinois, ranked 19th in the state, but this is lining up to be one of the best games of the Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic. You can catch it all on SportsTownChicago.com after this one. You got one more game for the night, then a full slate of action tomorrow, and even some games on Saturday. A little bit of dancing going on for the Rams on their side of the court, and the Red Devils with the home crowd here are ready to go. Looks like they're sending Vinkas Bruzelis out there for the tip-off. He had a fantastic game yesterday with 10 points and 10 rebounds, really getting everywhere. 7 assists, too. Look for him throwing the ball around.
Absolutely. Can't wait to get this ready to go. The defending champions, Hinsdale Central Red Devils, defending their court.
They won the tournament last season, but also, speaking of winning, DePaul Prep, the defending 2A state champions. And it looks like it will be Rayshawn Porter going up against Bruzelis for the tip, won by the Hinsdale Central Red Devils, and we are tipping off here at the 7th game of the Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic. The Red Devils starting with the ball, spreading the ball around early. Dylan Dell then giving it to Bruzelis. Bruzelis working his way around, trying to get down low. Bruzelis taking a fadeaway shot, and he airballs it.
Great defense over there.
Rebound by Makai Kavame. Kavame coming down the court, a huge scorer in their game yesterday. 12 points on the board. Here's a big pass to the corner. trying to find his man down low. He finds him missing it. Chambers
Strong
coming in to get a
rebound.
strong rebound. Porter coming in with a strong rebound. Bouncing out between Porter. Now bouncing it out to the outside to Kavame. Kavame at the top of the key, guarded by Daniel Orozco. Orozco driving in is Kavame, and he's able to go in there with power and deliver the first points of the game with a minute taken away off
I like
the clock.
that double clutch layup right there. That's a lot of air time for that one.
Daniel Orozco to Dylan Dell, spreading the ball around. That's something we saw Hinsdale Central do yesterday a lot. Driving in Cusack to the corner. Daniel Orozco driving in, laying in a floater, and is able to bounce it off the glass and in. Daniel Orozco, he is one of their big scorers on the team. Here's Kavame with it now. Passing the ball off to Rishon Porter's got it. Back to Kavame. Kavame on the near side.
That's a big size mismatch right there.
McElroy down low, trying to toss it to Chambers across the court on the far side in the corner. He's working Cusack on the far side.
Great defense
Kavame
over
back
there.
at the top. Good defensive possession by the Red Devils on that one. Kavame coming down, shaking Daniel Orozco, putting a shot up and not getting able to make a shot. And they called a travel on Dylan Dell. It looked like Jalen McElroy got in the way a little bit. Dylan Dell trying to create some space not to collide with him, ended up getting a travel call.
A rare mistake from Dell and a rare mistake from the Hinsdale Central team. Not a lot of turnovers that they had yesterday.
Not a lot of turnovers yesterday. And against the DePaul prep team, you almost have to play perfect. Pass inside, beautifully.
Man. What a block!
And what a block from Belenko down low, and now bringing it up the court. Now going coast to coast is Belenko, but a huge stuff down low
fall.
As the Rams go the opposite way. That was Jonas Johnson on it. Now a huge shot and it will go the other way.
There's a hit to
Little
the top.
push in the back by number 23, Jalen McElroy. That was PJ Chambers on the shot. The Red Devils will take over. A little bit of slow play coming early.
For sure. Let's see what they do here.
Here we go. We got Will Cusack taking it up the court. Going to hand it off to Dylan Orozco. Daniel Orozco had a great performance yesterday. Belenko walking across, needing to use his pivot. Dylan Dell, sharp shooter. Passes off to Buzelis. Saw a lot of him yesterday. Will Cusack trying to drive in, and they got him on the travel. That's the second time we've seen them travel early in this game.
These refs are really watching these pivot foots as you're taking that jab set. Make sure you actually keep that pivot foot stable in the ground before you make any other moves.
It's a costly mistake by some of these young high school kids. So here you go. You got PJ Chambers trying to drive in, getting around Cusack, and he's able to deliver another bucket for the Rams. They lead 4-2 with 5:10 remaining in the first quarter. Cusack trying to drive in, sitting at the right elbow. Passes to Dylan Dell outlook. Now Daniel Orozco looking to drive in. He's got a wide open lane, and he just can't get the finish. Rebound by the Rams.
That was a wide open layup over there. I think he just choked up.
Wide open layup. Didn't realize he may have had so much space. And a nice feed from Johnson down low to Rayshon Porter as he lays it off the glass.
Yeah, Porter had a huge size mismatch over there. Definitely want to switch up down low or double team.
Cusack handing up to Orozco. Gives it to Buzelis. Looking to see if he can get him in the game as he sits at the top of the key. A little bit of double team, kicks it out to Cusack. He pump fakes, looks to pass after a drive. Hits it to Buzelis. Buzelis finds Cusack in the corner. He puts up a shot. That's a made three. He gets that one to go. Will Cusack.
The Red Devils love their three-pointers.
The Red Devils were letting it fly yesterday in their win over they were letting it fly over their win over Schaumburg.
Cusack actually not even attempting a three yesterday. Already 1 for 1 here.
Already 1 for 1. You like to see that. You like to see them let it fly as the Rams look to respond. Feeding it down to Rayshon Porter with a huge mismatch down low. And the ball rims out. Unlucky. And the Red Devils will take the ball back. They're down by 1 with 3:47 left in the first quarter. Not a lot of scoring so far. I've seen a lot of good options for both teams. Cusack working. Passes it off to Dylan Dell. Haven't seen them drop a play for him as Orozco guarded closely. Here's Belenko. Belenko working on the wing. Passes inside. Back to Belenko. A wide open Dylan Dell in the corner. And he just can't get it to go. He didn't miss a single three yesterday. Misses the first one he takes today. And here come the Rams on the other side. A nice spin by McElroy. And he's able to get a beautiful spin move to a nice jumper.
That's how he works on that one.
And here are the Red Devils. Cusack taking up the court. Cusack trying to use his speed to get down low. He kicks it back to the outside. It's Balinko, and he also misses a corner three. So the Red Devils getting some shots up, but can't seem to hit some threes early. Johnson around to Kavame. Kavame down low to Porter. They've been working him down low. Cusack battling
Great
with Porter,
defense.
and the ball goes out of play off of Cusack, and it will remain in Rams' possession.
Number 24, Eric Cozy's looking to check in.
Eric Cozy, you saw a lot of him yesterday.
And Tyler Thick. Tyler Thick also making a huge impact yesterday on the defensive side of the ball.
Eric Cozy's number 24 also looks like Dylan Orozco, the brother of Daniel, is checking into the game. Like to see what they can do here, keep up the intensity that they have had all game. So they got the ball here. Here's PJ Chambers, takes a shot, can't get it to go. 2:37 remaining in the game. It's 8-5, a 3-point deficit. And with this team, shooting threes is not a problem for them. Daniel Orozco at the top takes a three, and he gets it to go. We have a tie game, 8-8, with 2:22 left on the first quarter.
Let these brothers cook out here.
Hinsdale Central able to keep pace with the Rams, it looks like, so far in the first quarter. PJ Chambers with it now, working on Buzelis. Buzelis played a lot of really good defense yesterday, so they toss it off. It's the Rams working with it. It's AJ Chambers checking into the game. He's now got the ball. Gives it, his brother PJ has it. Now back to Kavame. Kavame looking to drive in on Daniel Orozco. Daniel Orozco, good defense, and he misses his shot. Huge transition play, and that is a foul.
And
Eric Cozy's makes a huge effort and a huge game-changing play as the Red Devils take a lead early.
Talk about the home crowd energy, especially in an and one play early with a minute 45 left going in the first quarter. I mean, that's what you want to see.
Beautiful to see that right off the bat. Looks like Will Gaffney's going to be coming into the game for the Red Devils after this free throw attempt for Eric Cozy's. He misses off the front, so no substitution yet. But the ball flies out of bounds. And we will finally get one. Daniel Orozco coming off. He's had a good performance so far in this game. 5 points.
See, and they're deep too. I mean, already 3 substitutions in their lineup. They're not stressing at all. As for the DePaul Rams,
one matchup I would like to see. Watch number 10, Tyler Thick. He's going to have to be switching off some of the big players on the Rams offense. Specifically, Rayshawn Porter and Jalen McElroy. As Kavame has it at the top, sitting at the Red Devil logo at half court. Kicks it to the corner. Big shot by Chambers. He misses. Big rebound from McElroy. He tries to go back up with it. And a foul on the block attempt by Tyler Thick. And he will put him. Nope, they called the foul on Vincas Buzelis.
And look at this, Orozco already ready to go back into the game. He sat down for maybe 1.5 minutes, already back in.
And they will put Jalen McElroy back at the line as he misses the first one. Daniel Orozco going back into the game for Vincas Buzelis. Also on the other side, look at you got Jonas Johnson. He's sitting at the scorer's table waiting to go in. I think he might be going in for Jalen McElroy if he can make this last free throw, which he does. And the Red Devils lead 10-9 with 1:20 left in the first quarter. And yes, Johnson comes in for Jalen McElroy. He's taking it up, going a little slow. Eric Cozy's saw him make a big play earlier, and a huge turnover. That's PJ Chambers stepping in front of the pass.
Taking those cookies.
PJ Chambers shaking up a little bit. Tried to make a nice move, but a little bit tripped up by Eric Cozy's there.
Tripped up hard. Glad to see he's okay.
Glad to see he's okay. That will result in a throw, an inbound play for the Rams on this near side from our vantage point.
One thing I know about PJ Chambers is if things aren't going for him, he's just going to keep shooting. Yesterday, he went 2 for 9, just kept on shooting even when things weren't going well for him.
Now it's in the game, and a nice deflection off of Tyler Thick to stop the pass from coming in, getting in front of that one. So he tried to jump Rayshawn Porter's pass. It will be an inbound play. Kavame throwing it in on the far side baseline, basically sitting in the corner's 3 situation spot. So he throws it into PJ Chambers, throws it AJ Chambers, his brother, now having it at the logo, midcourt logo, guarded by Guarded by Orozco. Dylan Orozco. Here's Kavame at the top trying to shake Daniel Orozco. And tipped by Daniel Orozco out of bounds. Trying to work around. 38.3 seconds left in this game. A 10-9 lead for the Red Devils. Low scoring, a huge defensive effort by both teams. It's Kavame looks to throw it in. He hits Rayshawn Porter. Back to Kavame, guarded closely by Daniel Orozco. Passing it off to AJ Chambers. Down low to Rayshawn Porter, who finished with a big slam. 28 seconds, 25 seconds now. No shot clock. They can slow the game down.
They got lost in the sauce over there.
Dylan Orozco with it. He passes it off to Eric Cozy, slowing the game down. They just lost the lead. It's 11-10. 10 seconds on the clock with it. Dylan Orozco with the ball now. Orozco goes to his left, fakes a shot, pump fake, puts it up. Can't get it to go. Tip doesn't get it. And a rebound by the Rams. That one will end the first quarter. A thrilling defensive effort from both teams.
Absolutely. 11-10 with the Devils, or excuse me, the Rams leading. We're in for a game, man.
Been a big defensive effort. Let's see if that continues into the second corner here in the 2023 Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic on SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now. Come later. Heck, come now in later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue. It hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
Welcome to Game 15 of the 2023 Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic on SportsTownChicago.com. This game between the DePaul Prep Rams, who lead 11-10 over the hometown Hinsdale Central Red Devils. A close affair. Scott Kiefer on the call with Nathan Roska to my side. Very defensive in that first quarter.
Absolutely. And what I'm noticing also is that the fight for these rebounds are unlike anything I've ever seen in this tournament. Just an absolute battle down there in the paint.
And Hinsdale Central a little bit outmatched in the size here, but they were able to keep their own against DePaul Prep. So here we go. Driving in is Johnson. Johnson lays it off to McElroy. McElroy able to get down and misses a wide open layup, but able to put back his putback, and he gets it to go and one. A foul on Dylan Dell. That's his first foul of the game. Not liking that not loving that defensive possession from the Red Devils there. Not able to get the defensive rebound.
He's just out-manning them right now, out-strengthening them.
Elroy has definitely been a factor in this game. Already 5 points in this game. 14-10 lead as we just started the second quarter here at the Hinsdale Bank Gym in Hinsdale Central High School. Tossing it to Daniel Orozco down low, but he just cannot get a hand on it.
Too much mustard on it.
And a turnover.
Too much mustard on it, and he just couldn't get his hands on it. I think the ball was too low. Just couldn't get his head turn around fast enough.
Absolutely, and the Rams look to go the other way. This is AJ Chambers bringing it up the court, passing it off to Kavame, passing it to Johnson, down low to McElroy. We've seen him work. He's working Buzelis right now, kicking it out to AJ Chambers for a wide open three, and he gets it to go. AJ Chambers with a massive three to extend this lead to 7.
The Chambers brothers out here making a huge impact in this game for sure.
And the battles of the brothers, the Chambers brothers have really come out to start this game very well.
And obviously the Orozco brothers as well.
Zealous working on that right side, trying to find Daniel Orozco, tip the other way. AJ Chambers has a wide open lane and a wide open layup off the glass. A big timeout called by the Hinsdale Central Red Devils as they are down 9 points early in this game after starting really strong. Starting to see some flaws in their defense a little bit.
Talk about a momentum shift right here out of the timeout. I mean, 19 to 10 now. That is just costly turnovers that can't happen. Can't happen.
Cannot happen in a game like this. DePaul Prep, there's a reason why they're one of the best teams in the state of Illinois. They are able to capitalize on mistakes that their opponent makes. They were able to get a lot of that because Lincoln Way Central was making a lot of mistakes yesterday, and they were able to capitalize on that, and they actually doubled their score.
For sure. And when I take a look at DePaul, they definitely have the athleticism to outperform Hinsdale. Hinsdale just needs to play better, if that makes sense.
I think they need a little bit more spacing. I think they need to find some of their guys. Maybe draw up a play where kind of a Roscoe can kind of drive and dish out to Dylan Dell. We saw him make a lot of threes yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Dylan Dell three-pointers is definitely a key to succeeding here for the Hinsdale Red Devils.
I believe he went 6 for 6 yesterday. 20 points on the day at the end of the day. Brilliant performance from him.
And coming out of this timeout and just with a lot of fire and force is also going to be extremely important to their success.
The Red Devils need to have a lot of fire. I wonder why. Here we go. We got Bucelis bringing it up the court. Actually, number 24 is checking in the game. Eric Cozies tossing it around. Here's Cozies with it in the corner, trying to work himself to the wing. Standing at three-point line, guarded by Jalen McElroy. Dylan Dell at the top of the key. He's got a lot of space at the volleyball line. Tossing it to Daniel Orozco. Orozco waiting to take a shot. 8 seconds on the clock. They toss it down low, trying to kick it out, and stolen away by P.J. Chambers. The Rams defense is suffocating the Red Devils.
Not a good way to end that possession.
Not a great way. P.J. Chambers taking his time with this one. So we hit the 6-minute mark with the Rams taking a 19-10 lead over the Red Devils. Kavame driving in and drawing a foul that time on number 33, Luke Balenko.
Yikes. I don't know about that foul call right there, but a lot of physicality. I saw a ball.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit of a weaker call there by the official down low, but Kavame able to get into, the dirty area and draw a nice foul. He'll get 2 shots, missing the first one there.
Yeah, Kavame 1 for 1 from free throws yesterday. Didn't get too much playing time. They were in a blowout, but today.
Definitely needing to keep more of their stars in the game this time, DePaul Prep, as it is still a close game, and it's only a 10-point game after he makes his second free throw. It is 20-10. The Red Devils need a really good possession here to get themselves back in this game. Tossing around Daniel Orozco, Dylan Dell. Nice move, but a great steal by Porter.
Wow.
A great steal by Jalen McElroy. As A.J. Chambers takes it up. A great defensive effort by DePaul Prep early in this game. Chambers in the corner, feeding it down low. McElroy working, gets the pump fake going, and gets him in the air.
You have to double that man. It's already becoming a problem. He's got 7 points.
7 points on the game. 5:16 remaining. Looking to see if the Red Devils can eat away at this lead. Nearly stolen away by P.J. Chambers. Trying to fight with that one. It will actually go DePaul Prep way, as they're saying that ball went off of Daniel Orozco.
Wow. Orozco shaking his head there. He kind of knows that was on him. He has to stop being lazy with the ball. Lock in, focus, and protect the ball.
Start to see the pressure, the intensity going through the Red Devils team. It's DePaul Prep again with the ball. A.J. Chambers drawing a foul. No shot, but they called a travel on A.J. Chambers. Not many mistakes made by him today, but a mistake there that might give a little bit of momentum to the Red Devils.
Absolutely. Let's see what they got drawing over here. I would say protect the ball. That's the main focus. Get a smart shot up here.
There Cozies with it. He gives it off to Dylan Dell. Daniel Orozco on the wing. Passes it out. Here we got Vincas Buzelis passing it off to Eric Cozies. Cozies at the top of the key, almost stolen away. But Balenko working with it at the top of the key, working around that arch at the top, passing the ball around. Here's Cozies, passes to Bazinka. Orozco with a shot, and it's just off the mark, tipped in the air, and it's kept in by the Red Devils. Thrown into the middle, and a turnover. Kavame able to steal that one. Thrown up the court. Big pass to Jalen McElroy, and he's able to get that one.
Climbing up there. He's got bunnies for sure.
4:07 left in the second quarter. 24-10. Looking to see if the Red Devils can get a score here.
Wow.
And they're going to call And they're going to call a foul on number 14. That is Vinkas Buzelis, and that will go the opposite way. Oh, no, they're calling that on Belinko. They're going to send it the other way. Rams ball.
Tyler Thick checking in for the Red Devils.
Tyler Thick checking back in. Luke Belinko out for them. Also, PJ Chambers stepping back into the game. He's actually got the ball as he takes it over half court. PJ Chambers, his brother, taking it on the right side, passing back to PJ. Takes a shot, and it's off the mark. Orozco going for the rebound, but out-rebounded by Jonas Johnson. It's AJ Chambers slowing down the game here on the right side, sitting at about half court. Working at the top of the key. Kavame's got a lot of space, stops at the free throw line, kicks out to AJ Chambers. Chambers down low to McElroy. McElroy working at the baseline, looking for an outlet pass. Kavame, 13 seconds on the shot clock, gets a nice shot. AJ Chambers can't get it to go. Rebound for the Red Devils. It will go the other way. AJ Chambers, not the best shot opportunity there.
For sure. I didn't like that shot. Definitely better opportunities to be made. But here is where, I mean, I don't know how long the scoring drought has been, but they've had 10 points. I don't believe they've scored yet this quarter. So
definitely got to get some offensive momentum here. They got Eric Cozy's bringing it up the court here. Trying to get a spot open for Daniel Orozco at the top. They feed it to Bazinkas. Got it to Eric Cozy's. Cozy's loses the ball again. And PJ Chambers able to pounce on that one. So he passes to his brother AJ Chambers, crossing the half-court line. Not liking the offense that the Red Devils are pulling out here. Got to step it up on defense. Buzelis guarding PJ Chambers, and they're going to send it the other way. Foul, an offensive foul on number 24, Rayshawn Porter down low. You know, a little battle down there, causing a team foul.
Yeah, Rayshawn Porter getting into it with Thick. Definitely want to stay out of the hand trouble over there.
Second team foul of the quarter, 3 for the Red Devils, something to look forward to as we have 2:39 left. A 24-10 lead for the Rams. Orozco with that on the wing.
Dennis.
They had Dylan Dell in the corner there, but Orozco just didn't see it in the peripherals. Throws it to Tyler Thick down low. Thick with the big body, trying to get down low and get a shot off, but he just can't get it off the glass and put it back in. That ball will go out of play and result in a Red Devil inbound pass below the basket. Dylan Dell looking to throw it in. Honestly, a good play out of here. Looks like they got Daniel
I'm not seeing too much movement out of Dell.
PJ Chambers draws a foul.
Well, that's something.
He will go to the line. Little bit of something here.
Little bit of something. Like any points at this point would help PJ Chambers, or excuse me, Orozco, 2 for 4 from free throw.
Looks like his brother Dylan Orozco will check into the game after his free throws. He makes the first one, and he will check into the game this time for Eric Kosies, the backup point guard. Daniel Orozco at the line, now with his brother into the game, looking to see if he can get more points for the Red Devils, which he does, and now makes the game 24-12 with 2:17 and clock dwindling left in the second quarter. Kavame coming up the court. Orozco, that's been a matchup we've seen all night.
Need a stop here.
Passes off to Johnson down low, trying to find Rayshawn Porter, but a great defensive effort from Tyler Thick. The ball goes out of play off the Rams. It will be Red Devil ball with 2 minutes on the clock dwindling. Dylan Orozco bringing it up the court, sitting about half court, guarded by Kavame. Passes it off to his brother, guarded by PJ Chambers. Chambers getting a switch. Orozco trying to find Tyler Thick down low. They kick it back out to Dylan Orozco.
There we go.
Splashes a three, and a little bit of momentum for the Red Devils is swinging their way as they're now only down by 9 points.
I'm liking this bench just getting turned up. I mean, it might still be a 9-point deficit, but the energy is and the momentum is all that it's about over here. That three-pointer is huge. Keep playing good defense. And they're
just have to start eating away at this lead.
Absolutely.
You can't let DePaul Prep get too comfortable of a lead on you because you know that they will keep pushing it. They did the exact same thing against Lincoln Way Central yesterday. Score sits at 24-15 with the Rams in favor.
I would say the biggest thing for Hinsdale Central is definitely to have an answer for Jalen McElroy.
Absolutely. And also feeding Rayshon Porter down low, that hasn't been another big key. What I really do like to see, though, is they're getting A.J. Chambers, who hasn't started either game this tournament. They're getting him involved in the game early, and he's kind of been a tone setter for them.
It's obviously great reps for him. Kid's young.
Absolutely. It's Kavame takes it up the court, passing to Chambers, the man we were just talking about, and he bounces it off of Vinkas Buzelis' leg.
But it's going to stay DePaul Prep's ball.
I'm going to say DePaul Prep's ball and inbound just across from where we're sitting at the Hinsdale Central High School.
For
Kicks
three.
it into the corner for three. That's P.J. Chambers for you, splashing a three. Now Hinsdale Central, can they respond? Dylan Orozco to Daniel Orozco. The two brothers linking up there to try to start the Red Devils offense. Daniel Orozco trying to feed his brother out on the outside. Got it to him too slow. Wasn't able to get a good shot away. Poked away off of Tyler Thick. And they're going to call a foul on Rayshon Porter. It's going to be his second foul of the game. Sitting at 4 points, 2 fouls, a little bit of foul trouble early.
Very interesting
over
over here.
With 1 minute and 8 seconds left in the second quarter, the Rams lead 27-15. Orozco throwing it in on the baseline to Thick, trying to back down Johnson. Orozco on the outside, quickly guarded by George Richardson, who lets it fly.
What a three!
And Daniel Orozco letting it fly early.
That's what I'm saying. This Red Devil team lives and dies by that three-pointer.
And that one's going to bounce off the foot of Buzelis, almost like his foot is a magnet for DePaul Prep passes. We got a throw in for the Rams, throwing it into Kavame. 25 seconds on the shot clock, 45 seconds remaining in a dwindling clock in the second quarter. Leading 27-18. Can they get more points at the end of the second quarter? Now they got P.J. Chambers with it, taking it across the top of the key, sitting at about half court, guarded by Buzelis. Buzelis with it now. He's trying to work P.J. Chambers, shaking Buzelis. Can he get
great block?
Blocked by Vinkas Buzelis, but quickly stolen away by A.J. Chambers. And now the game can slow back down. 17 seconds, no shot clock.
And he's holding it
down. He's holding it for the final shot. 10 seconds on the clock. He's got A.J. Chambers. A.J. Chambers looking to drive on Dylan Orozco. And a foul. That one's going to be called on Vinkas Buzelis, who tried to go up for the block on Kavame, or on A.J. Chambers. But they're actually going to call that on Dylan Orozco, who was beaten a little bit on that play.
A.J. Chambers, should I also mention, he's a sophomore, by the way. Young kid out there getting some great reps.
And this is the first free throw. 3.8 seconds left, so maybe feed the ball to Daniel Orozco or even Dylan Orozco to maybe get a shot off before we go to halftime. A.J. Chambers puts up his second free throw and actually misses. Rebound by Dylan Dell. They got enough time. They throw it up to Daniel Orozco. Can't get it to him. P.J. Chambers jumps in front of it. And that will end the first half here at Hinsdale Central High School. The home team, the Red Devils, find themselves down by 9 going into the second half. The Rams lead 27-18 here at the 2023 Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic on SportsTownChicago.com.
Oh, howdy, folks. Clem, the old prospector here to tell you how you can strike it rich. You don't even need to pick up a shovel.
Hey, boss, he ain't working.
All you need is a giant food store bonus card to start saving big with big discounts every day.
That's what I'm talking about.
So come on in here to Giant today and get your bonus card. And don't forget to tell them Clem sent you. Yeah!
Hey, I'm Jesus Mauricio. Be sure to tune in every Friday to listen to Zeus Off the Bat, a baseball talk show from 1 to 2 p.m. where I'll be discussing and updating you on all things about baseball. News, predictions, reactions, and more about the Cubs, Sox, and everything across the league. Happens every Friday at 1 p.m. right here on SportsTownChicago.com. Don't forget to follow and share our Twitter and Instagram with your friends at Zeus Off the Bat. Zeus Off the Bat.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
Oh, howdy, folks. Clem, the old prospector here to tell you how you can strike it rich. You don't even need to pick up a shovel.
Hey, boss, he ain't working. All you need is a Giant Food Store bonus card to start saving big with big discounts every day. That's what I'm talking about. So come on in here to Giant today and get your bonus card. And don't forget to tell them Clem sent you. Yeah!
Hey, I'm Jesus Mauricio. Be sure to tune in every Friday to listen to Zeus Off the Bat, a baseball talk show from 1 to 2 p.m. where I'll be discussing and updating you on all things about baseball. News, predictions, reactions, and more about the Cubs, Sox, and everything across the league. Happens every Friday at 1 p.m. right here on SportsTownChicago.com. Don't forget to follow and share our Twitter and Instagram with your friends at Zeus Off the Bat.
Zeus Off the Bat. This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
Yeah! Howdy, folks. Clem, the old prospector here to tell you how you can strike it rich. You don't even need to pick up a shovel.
Hey, boss, he ain't working.
All you need is a Giant Food Store bonus card to start saving big with big discounts every day. That's what I'm talking about. So come on in here to Giant today and get your bonus card. And don't forget to tell them Clem sent you. Yeah!
Hey, I'm Jesus Mauricio. Be sure to tune in every Friday to listen to Zeus Off the Bat, a baseball talk show from 1 to 2 p.m. where I'll be discussing and updating you on all things about baseball. News, predictions, reactions, and more about the Cubs, Sox, and everything across the league. Happens every Friday at 1 p.m. right here on SportsTownChicago.com. Don't forget to follow and share our Twitter and Instagram with your friends at Zeus Off the Bat.
Zeus Off the Bat. This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
Yeah! Howdy, folks. Clem, the old prospector here to tell you how you can strike it rich. You don't even need to pick up a shovel.
Hey, boss, he ain't working.
All you need is a Giant Food Store bonus card to start saving big with big discounts every day. That's what I'm talking about. So come on in here to Giant today and get your bonus card. And don't forget to tell them Clem sent you. Yeah!
Hey, I'm Jesus Mauricio. Be sure to tune in every Friday to listen to Zeus Off the Bat, a baseball talk show from 1 to 2 p.m. where I'll be discussing and updating you on all things about baseball. News, predictions, reactions, and more about the Cubs, Sox, and everything across the league. Happens every Friday at 1 p.m. right here on SportsTownChicago.com. Don't forget to follow and share our Twitter and Instagram with your friends at Zeus Off the Bat.
Zeus Off the Bat. This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
Yeah! Howdy, folks. Clem, the old prospector here to tell you how you can strike it rich. You don't even need to pick up a shovel.
Hey, boss, he ain't working.
All you need is a Giant Food Store bonus card to start saving big with big discounts every day. That's what I'm talking about. So come on in here to Giant today and get your bonus card. And don't forget to tell them Clem sent you. Yeah!
Hey, I'm Jesus Mauricio. Be sure to tune in every Friday to listen to Zeus Off the Bat, a baseball talk show from 1 to 2 p.m. where I'll be discussing and updating you on all things about baseball. News, predictions, reactions, and more about the Cubs, Sox, and everything across the league. Happens every Friday at 1 p.m. right here on SportsTownChicago.com. Don't forget to follow and share our Twitter and Instagram with your friends at Zeus Off the Bat.
Zeus Off the Bat. This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
Yeah! Howdy, folks. Clem, the old prospector here to tell you how you can strike it rich. You don't even need to pick up a shovel.
Hey, boss, he ain't working.
All you need is a Giant Food Store bonus card to start saving big with big discounts every day. That's what I'm talking about. So come on in here to Giant today and get your bonus card. And don't forget to tell them Clem sent you. Yeah!
Hey, I'm Jesus Mauricio. Be sure to tune in every Friday to listen to Zeus Off the Bat, a baseball talk show from 1 to 2 p.m. where I'll be discussing and updating you on all things about baseball. News, predictions, reactions, and more about the Cubs, Sox, and everything across the league. happens every Friday at 1 p.m. right here on SportsTownChicago.com. Don't forget to follow and share our Twitter and Instagram with your friends at Zeus Off the Bat. Zeus Off the Bat.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
Yeehaw! Howdy, folks. Clem, the old prospector here to tell you how you can strike it.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and Windy City News Radio.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is now the Illinois Media School. We've been an institution in the Chicagoland area now for 30 years. Because the broadcasting world is always changing, so are we. Not only are we teaching radio and television production, but now you can learn all aspects of the media industry, like web design. You can even specialize in TV or film, sports broadcasting, and even sales. No matter where you are in the Chicagoland area, we have a campus near you. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, beonair.com.
This is your home for sports. Red left. SportsTownChicago.com.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and Windy City News Radio.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is now the Illinois Media School. We've been an institution in the Chicagoland area now for 30 years. Because the broadcasting world is always changing, so are we. Not only are we teaching radio and television production, but now you can learn all aspects of the media industry, like web design. You can even specialize in TV or film, sports broadcasting, and even sales. No matter where you are in the Chicagoland area, we have a campus near you. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, beonair.com.
This is your home for sports. Red left. SportsTownChicago.com.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and Windy City News Radio.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is now the Illinois Media School. We've been an institution in the Chicagoland area now for 30 years. Because the broadcasting world is always changing, so are we. Not only are we teaching radio and television production, but now you can learn all aspects of the media industry, like web design. You can even specialize in TV or film, sports broadcasting, and even sales. No matter where you are in the Chicagoland area, we have a campus near you. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, beonair.com.
This is your home for sports. Red left. SportsTownChicago.com.
Welcome back to the 2023 Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic on SportsTownChicago.com. Scott Kiefer and Nathan Roska on the call. We have a 27-18 lead for the DePaul Prep Rams over the hometown Hinsdale Central Red Devils at Hinsdale Central High School at the Hinsdale Bank Gym. Nathan, is there a game plan change for Hinsdale after they came out a little flat in the second quarter, because they were only 1 point down at the end of the first quarter?
Absolutely. Well, you fell short and you fell flat in that second quarter, but at the same time, every time they were down at one point, I remember 14 points was the deficit. You just stuck to that three ball, and you're able to get the crowd back in it. If you get the crowd back in it, you get the bench back in it. All the momentum is going to go back in your way. So I think you start off with that, get your shots, find your guys.
One thing I would like to point out is when they were the first team to come out for their second half warmups. and they had a lot of their shooters actually practicing threes. Do you think that could be a game plan to get them back into this game, make it a little closer?
Absolutely. Get Dylan Dell that ball, but also on the defensive side of the floor, make sure you guys have an answer for Jalen McElroy, and also just D up and stick to the game plan. Think they've been playing pretty good defense so far, but just watch out for them brothers.
It's going to be a great second half of basketball, and don't forget, right after this, you have Maine South facing off against Oswego East, tipping off at about 8:30 p.m. for the final game on the quarterfinal round of the Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic. The Red Devils are starting with the ball.
Let's get it.
And it looks like Cusack taking up the court, passes it off to Daniel Orozco. Daniel Orozco trying to drive in, and it gets poked away by P.J. Chambers and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, he looked like he had an open three-pointer there, passed up on it, decided to drive in. I don't know about that, but definitely try to find your shooters here.
Something we've been seeing with him is driving to the lane. It's kind of been working for him, though. Throw into Belinko. Now Dylan Dell working against great shot, working against Daniel McElroy, and they're going to call a travel on Hinsdale Central, and that will mean the Rams take over an inbound pass on the far side of the court. Jonas Johnson throwing the ball into Kavame, who had a great first half. Kavame sitting at a comfortable 3 points, but really facilitating the offense. P.J. Chambers and his brother were linking up very well. His brother currently sitting on the bench. Kavame back with it on the far side. Trying to drive on Daniel Orozco. P.J. Chambers working on Cusack, spinning around, finding back Kavame at midcourt. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Kavame driving in on Orozco, getting a tough call.
Good defense over there. Ended up doing too much, drawing that foul, and now he's heading over to the line. That's just not the foul you want to commit.
That is a foul on Dylan Orozco, his first foul of the game. 10 points for him. He's really one of their main scorers for Hinsdale Central. Kavame coming in there with the power, able to draw the foul. You also saw Luke Belinko going in on that defensive attempt.
Just a bit of a simple detail, but I really like the fact that DePaul, during these free throws, they regroup and then talk things out on the other side of the court.
As he misses the second free throw, the Red Devils look to take over. A new offensive possession. Will Cusack taking it up the court, trying to find Daniel Orozco. Orozco, the senior, one of the top players for the Red Devils offense. Finding Will Cusack. P.J. Chambers really close on the defense there. Cusack driving in, finding Dylan Dell down low, and misses a contested layup. Rebound for Rayshawn Porter, and they go the other way. P.J. Chambers, guarded by Orozco.
Gives it back to him.
Giving it back. Rayshawn Porter, then back to Chambers. So now they try to work it. Johnson. Kavame coming around to take the ball. It's guarded by Buzelis. They toss it to the corner. P.J. Chambers working on Orozco again. Kavame passes to Johnson. They get it to Porter down low. He's able to get a shot off and a foul.
That is a grown man Porter catch right there.
With the shot there. A little bit very contested. They're going to call that on Will Cusack. Oh, yeah.
Hand was on the ball. He still caught it firmly. Said, give me that. Draws the foul. That's the name of the game, and that's how you establish dominance, especially in the paint, as he gets the first free throw to go.
Rayshawn Porter getting the first free throw there. So it goes to the charity stripe. Again, the DePaul Prep guys regrouping. No men in the paint to get the offensive rebound. So he misses the second one, and that will be Vincas Buzelis running it up the court, handing off to Dylan Dell. Orozco swinging to Cusack on the far side corner. Back to Orozco at the top of the key. And a huge steal by Kavame, and DePaul Prep going the other way. Kavame getting down low and getting a nice little tap-in layup. Will Cusack driving, trying to pass the ball away, but a foul. Now will be an inbound. They're going to call that on number 22, P.J. Chambers, his second foul of the game. He's had a good performance, 5 points on the game.
Eric Kosis and Tyler Thick also checking in right now. Some more size in that lineup.
Some more size for Hinsdale Central. Kosis, the backup point guard, now with the ball, guarded by P.J. Chambers. Tosses it to Buzelis. Tosses it to Dylan Dell. Buzelis down low, able to get the and one bucket. And the foul on Jalen McElroy is third of the game. Something to look at with 5:43 left in the third quarter.
Absolutely need that.
31-20. Red Devils maybe getting a little bit of momentum, so they're down by 11. Zealous' free throw is good.
I like that trap.
And there's a little bit of a
Look
trap.
at that defense.
Stolen at the half court. Orozco's now got it to Thick down low, and he is going to get a charge call. PJ Chambers taking a body there from Tyler Thick, the big man. But a great defensive effort from PJ Chambers. It's going to be Thick's first foul of the game. Sit at a score of 31-21 with 5:35 left. Wiping up the floor a little bit. Hometown guys wiping up the floor, making sure it's good. DePaul Prep is going to throw the ball in.
I like this press.
Kavame, they get by the press. Rayshon Porter going for
the alley-oop is crazy. The head top.
And the intensity of DePaul Prep, the size advantage shown there.
Things changed real quick over here for DePaul.
Buzella's trying to respond. He tosses to Dylan Dell, who tries to put up a shot, and he misses. They can't get the rebound. The Rams go the opposite way. Chambers in the corner has it. Tries to take it back up to the top. Back to Kavame at about half court. Looking to slow the game down a little bit as we have 5 minutes left with a 33-21 game. PJ Chambers bringing it around the top of the key. Back to Johnson. Johnson looking for a three-pointer from Porter. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Jalen McElroy.
Oh, you got to jump
Fighting
up for that.
Down low, and he gets it to go. Jalen McElroy, we've been calling his name all day.
Fortunately, that was just babies.
An incredible performance from McElroy down low. Definitely his size advantage against the Red Devils really working for him as they find Thick down low. Able to get a shot off, but can't get it. Orozco steps into a three, and it just rims out, tipped up in the air, and out of bounds off of Johnson. That will be Red Devils ball with a reset shot clock. And a quick timeout called by the Rams as, maybe they want to get a little bit of a bit better defensive look out there.
Absolutely. The way I see it right now, Hinsdale can adjust, they can shoot, they can make their threes, but I just don't see the Rams slowing down right now. 1 second, I see the Red Devils going crazy. Another second, I see an alley-oop. I'm like, okay, yeah, they're not slowing down. They are not putting their foot off the gas.
They're definitely using their size advantage over Hinsdale. Hinsdale don't really have that many bodies that can compare to a team like DePaul Prep.
Exactly. And they're playing smarter basketball. We obviously saw that charging foul and stuff like that. It's all about your IQ, too.
I feel like Hinsdale Central has to get a little bit more spacing out there, maybe toss the ball around. I know it's hard to against players like Rayshon Porter and Jalen McElroy, who have been stealing balls all over the place. Kavame's been playing really good defense. You got to be able to get clean passing out to each other.
Most definitely.
We'll see what they can do with an inbound play. 4:18 on the clock. The Red Devils down 35-21 to the DePaul Prep Rams. Looks like Dylan Dell's going to be throwing the inbound pass, guarded by Johnson. Tosses in a little bit of miscommunication, but Vincas Bucelis is able to get to it in space. Guarded by A.J. Chambers, who checks in on the game. Dylan Dell getting it, bringing it around. Guarded by A.J. Chambers. Dylan Orozco, a nice little give and go. Dylan Dell down low, kind of lost the ball for a little bit, and you're going to get a travel down low from Dylan Dell as he kind of lost the ball a little bit there and then tried to recover. But
nice tight defense on that cut, not hands straight up, not committing any crazy hard fouls. If you got that size advantage, no need to swipe.
No need to swipe that one away. He was kind of moving a little bit, trying to get some offense going for the Red Devils, but now the Rams are on the offense again. Johnson at the top of the key, passes to Kavame. Kavame going around a Porter screen, now guarded by Thick. He tries to work on Thick. Johnson tosses it out to PJ Chambers. PJ Chambers, this guy Eric Cozy's guarding him, calling for the ISO, trying to work. Eric Cozy drives in.
Good
and a nice defensive effort from Vincas Bucelis, and a nice recovery from Eric Cozy as they get it up the floor to Daniel Orozco. Orozco, they try to throw it up, and that is going to go across. Now will end up being a nice spin move from A.J.
Takes
Chambers.
it away from him.
A bad move
Gets that ball.
from Eric Cozy as he couldn't touch the ball because it went over half court. but because of that, A.J. Chambers was able to get it and make a nice spin move for a layup. Here's a play. Red Devils with the ball, and it goes through the legs of Porter, and he's able to recover, get the ball up the court to P.J. Chambers. P.J. Chambers with it. A nice free layup. Timeout called, and it is much needed as the Red Devils find themselves down 39-21 to the DePaul Prep Rams.
That is just unfortunate, man.
Looking at this score right now, it would be hard to say that at the end of the first quarter, Hinsdale was only down by 1 point. What really changed?
What really changed is the better basketball team is really showing up at the end of the day. I just see more mistakes and capitalization on mistakes. If you make a mistake and then the other team capitalizes on that, it's basically game over. You just don't have a response. I think Hinsdale is playing in their heads right now. I think they're in their heads. I haven't seen a three-pointer being made yet. I know I love talking about three-pointers a lot, but right now what I need to see is just smart basketball from Hinsdale.
Hinsdale Central trying to draw up some good plays on there. You see head coach Nick Latore in his 14th season with Hinsdale Central drawing up some plays. What are you trying to look for? What players are you looking to get open?
Man, I think you got to go to your roots and go to what was hot yesterday. Dylan Dell. He's 0 for 2 for 3 so far, but he also hasn't been getting that many looks. So I think you start off with that.
Here we go. We have George Richardson checking into the game for DePaul Prep. Also Dylan Orozco stepping into the game. Guarded by A.J. Chambers. Passes to his brother. Swinging around. Dylan Dell with the ball now. Back to Dylan Orozco. Swinging around. Trying to find a lane. Here's Bucelis driving in. Just gets fouled.
See, I'm also not seeing any screens.
I'm not seeing that too many
from
either,
Hinsdale
but
Central.
when you go with, when you're at less size, it's kind of hard to get that. I could see maybe that's not their game plan. Maybe these handoff passes are more their game plan. At one point, do you say they're maybe not working? Bucelis takes his first free throw and nails it.
Also, if you want your shooters to get open, it's also a game of inches. I think a screen will always also help. I've been taking a look at their shooters, just not getting open, not even looking comfortable.
Bucelis makes his second free throw. Checking into the game is number 23, Dylan Reddy for the Red Devils. It's Dylan Dell, who's had a very slow day at the office, checks out of the game. Kavame throws it into Chambers and throws it right back to Kavame. He brings it up the court. Starting to slow down. A.J. Chambers with the ball now to Johnson at the top of the key. Johnson, the rotation from DePaul Prep. Hinsdale Central has not been able to stop it all day. A.J. Chambers now with the ball with it at the Hinsdale Bank logo on the near side. P.J. Chambers with the ball now. Guarded closely by Reddy. Just checking into the game. P.J. Chambers working on him. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Kavame with it now, trying to drive in, get something going.
That looks like
and he is going to travel there, trying to make a spin move to get a ball off, but just couldn't get it going and ended up traveling.
Yeah, also, I don't think it was entirely his fault. It looked like he was kind of losing his step, losing his footing in there, but at the same time, just a turnover.
Turnover for the Rams, and now the Red Devils can try to pounce on it, down 39-23 with 1:52 left in the third quarter. They get ready the ball, and here's Bucelis with it. P.J. Chambers trying to steal the ball away. They feed Orozco. They feed Reddy in the corner. Now finding Bucelis down low and a foul.
Yep.
Down low, they are going to call that on number 3, A.J. Chambers, his first foul of the game. Team foul number 4 for the Rams, so maybe we might see Hinsdale Central at the line in this quarter with 1:37 left and dwindling down. Dylan Orozco to Daniel Orozco. Maybe try to draw up a play to get him to score a 3. Gain some momentum. Ready. Bucelis looking to drive. A nice spin move on A.J. Chambers, and that is a great bucket from Dinkas Bucelis.
And that's the Hinsdale Central team that I saw play yesterday.
Absolutely.
Good spin moves, good buckets. That was a great play.
Absolutely. Now Kavame with it. The 39-25 lead as we are just about to hit the 1 minute mark in the third quarter. P.J. Chambers in the corner, getting the feed, just off the mark. And Orozco went for the rebound, but ended up letting it go. And now it's recouped by Buzelis. They're getting up the court quick. Ready in the corner. Gets the shot off. Cannot get it to go. Rebound by PJ Chambers.
That three would have been crazy. They need one right now.
PJ Chambers bringing it up the court, up 39-25. A dwindling clock, just about to hit 40. PJ Chambers with the ball now. Starting to see them slow the game down a little bit more, dwindle this clock down. Less time for the Red Devils to come back in this game. PJ Chambers on the far side of the court from where we are at. Working up against Buzelis, trying to get a nice shot off. He doesn't. Nice defensive effort from Luke Belinko. Throwing it up the court and out of bounds. It stays with the Red Devils as they're saying it tipped off of a Rams defender.
Really take care of this possession here. I think this could be a huge momentum change. If you go in with just even a bucket heading into this fourth quarter, it could be huge.
They're throwing into Buzelis, and then Dylan Orozco grabs the ball. 12 seconds, now at 10, in the final moments of the third quarter. Daniel Orozco grabbing the ball, guarded close. He tries to work around, goes up, takes contact, and a foul, but it's going the opposite way. It is a foul, a charge. No, they're calling that in the air on a Rams defender, sending Orozco to the line with 2.3 seconds left.
And that's exactly what I was saying. They need it. They got it.
And they fed their main man, Orozco, the senior, as he makes it to make it a 39-28 game, 2.3 seconds left. Do the Rams try something to maybe get some points before half? They give it to Kavame, a half court, a heave. Doesn't get it to go. It just hits off the back of it. A exciting third quarter, and I think we'll get an exciting end to the game. The Rams leading 39-28 over the Hinsdale Central Red Devils here on SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Heck, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue. It hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
Coming back to game number 7 of the day at the 2023 Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic. This game between the DePaul Prep Rams and the Hinsdale Central Red Devils. The Rams leading 39-28. Scott Kiefer and Nathan Roska on the call. We might need to see a little bit of a game plan change by the Hinsdale Central Red Devils, Nathan.
Absolutely, and they got their starters back in the game. For DePaul, they want to close this game out right here, right now in the early fourth quarter.
They want to get this game over and done with. They had a nice performance against Lincoln Central yesterday. Hinsdale Central, a nice win over Schaumburg.
Oh, what a block!
But
get that out of here!
Getting everyone excited here with the home crowd really showing out for Hinsdale Central. Vincas Buzelis getting in the corner and stopping that shot from PJ Chambers.
Into the cheerleader posters. I think he hit Stern over there.
Throwing on the inbound, kicking it back out to Kavame. Kavame now bringing it up to the far side. Kavame with the ball now, guarded by Dylan Orozco. Tosses to PJ Chambers. PJ Chambers a three.
Oh,
and that is cash money from PJ Chambers. A brilliant performance from him. 10 points on the game. Now Daniel Orozco with it. Can the Red Devils respond and eat away at this Rams lead? Buzelis gives the ball to Belinko. Back to Buzelis. Buzelis with it now. Finds Dylan Orozco. Orozco on the wing side. Back to Buzelis at the top of the key. Guarded by Kavame. He tries to drive on Kavame, and he will draw a charge. Maybe Kavame sold that a little bit.
Great sell.
But a great defensive effort by the DePaul Prep Rams to not let Hinsdale eat into their lead. DePaul Prep Rams leading 42-28. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. As time keeps going down, we have another game after this with Maine South versus Oswego East right after this on SportsTownChicago.com as PJ Chambers has it at the top of the key. A lot of movement from DePaul Prep. Haven't seen a lot of that today. But Kavame going down low. A nice rebound by Jalen
There we
McElroy.
go.
But a nice defensive effort from the Hinsdale Red Devils. Ball knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, this
And it
team
will
is still
be Red
playing
Devil
hard.
ball. They are still playing hard because they know that they can still get close. I said it before we went to break. It was a 1-point game at the end of the first quarter. They can still eat away at a DePaul Prep lead.
Absolutely.
They throw it into Daniel Orozco. They try to send it down low, feeding it across to Buzelis, finding Dylan Dell, throwing it across to Dylan Orozco, nearly stolen. Here's Orozco with a nice pull-up jumper, able to get it, but not get it in the net. And that is McElroy getting a nice rebound, tossing it to PJ Chambers as the Rams look to add to their lead. 6:12 on the clock, 42-28. In Game 7 of the 2023 Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic.
Let's see how they go
Final
here.
round. PJ Chambers feeding it into Rayshawn Porter. Rayshawn Porter feeding it away to
what
Jalen
a block.
McElroy. And Vinkas Buzelis fouled him
goodness.
as McElroy really tried to jump up there, use his hops to get a nice dunk.
I thought we were going to see another alley-oop over there, not going to lie.
I thought we were as well. And here we go. We have head coach of the Rams talking with all of his players, making sure they can lock up defensively against a really good Red Devils offense. We saw them shooting a lot yesterday. Maybe they can get back into that motion to maybe eat away at the lead as he makes the first free throw.
Shout out to Coach Thomas Kleinschmidt in his 12th season. You could tell he really knows how to make adjustments in this game.
Absolutely. He struggled a little bit in the first quarter, but ever since then has been all DePaul Prep. They have been high flying. 44-28. Hinsdale Central trying to eat away at the lead. Vinkas Buzelis with it, tossing to Daniel Orozco, trying to feed it down low to Buzelis. He gets it. Back to Daniel Orozco. Pump fake. Mid-range jumper. And it's just off. Rebound by the Red Devils. Tosses it out to Dylan Dell, who is off from 3.
What a strong rebound right there.
Rayshawn Porter with a strong rebound as PJ Chambers looks to keep the tempo going the other way. Up to Kavame at half court. A little slow in the game down. 5:18 clock, slowly going down. A 44-28 lead for the Rams.
Really taking control of this game.
PJ Chambers tosses it to Rayshawn Porter, back to Kavame. Brings it around. A nice screen set by McElroy. Kavame with it. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Will he be able to get a shot off? They send it to Johnson in the corner. He puts up a shot, and it's off the mark and rebounded by Daniel Orozco. And they call a shot clock violation, but it looked like Daniel Orozco actually had the ball in time before the horn went off. But either way, Hinsdale Central happy to maybe get some substitutes on the court.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe just a little bit of a necessary violation there, but it's like they're still going.
Looks like they got Tyler Thick on and also Eric Cozy coming into the game for the Red Devils. So now Eric Cozy's bringing up the court. He tosses into Tyler Thick. The two substitutes making a quick connection. And Tyler Thick gets in deep. A tough bucket on Jonas Johnson and is able to go to the free throw line for a chance at a three-point play. AJ Chambers checking into the game for Jonas Johnson. His first foul of the game. And Tyler Thick.
Let me ask you.
Now at the line.
We got a 14-point game. Could be 13 with this free throw here, and it is. Have you seen crazier things happen in basketball? 4 minutes.
Crazier comebacks. When this Red Devils team,
I like the full court press.
They can easily get a couple three-pointers and get back into this game, but Rayshawn Porter's trying to make a change with that one. PJ Chambers driving in, can't get it. Rebound by DePaul Prep.
What
and
a save.
Nice defensive effort, a beautiful
and they're
save.
Rolling.
And Buzelis tosses it up to Orozco, who trying to drive in on AJ Chambers, throwing it off the backboard. And a foul, they're going to call that one on Buzelis. He went to go for the rebound, ended up pushing. It looked like Jalen McElroy to the ground.
And it's going the other way. I think over there, a spot up three would have been perfect.
Spot up three, maybe get the crowd into it a little bit.
Exactly.
Put some pressure on the Rams.
Make it a 10-point game, That's what I'm saying.
Looks like we have Vinkas Buzelis coming out of the game for number 11. That is Will Gaffney. We saw him earlier in the game. Will Gaffney, no points on the game, but looking to make some late effort for the Red Devils as PJ Chambers has it. And just letting the clock wind down. 4 minutes left with a 44-31 lead over the Red Devils. Taking things slow. He gives it off to his brother, AJ. AJ driving with it, gives it to Kavame. Kavame trying to shake off Cozy.
That's tough.
He doesn't, takes a hard fall as they extend their lead. Throwing it up to Dylan Dell, who bobbles the ball a little bit. Finding Tyler Thick down low.
Get that out of here!
Away by Jalen McElroy. He has been all over this game.
Yeah, absolutely nothing is free in that paint. Definitely not.
Nothing is free when you have McElroy and Porter fighting down low as Thick trying to get Porter down low, tossing it away, and that is a turnover for DePaul Prep. Will Gaffney tried to get into the middle to maybe get a mid-range shot off. So we hit 3:20 left in the game. The Rams lead 46-31 in this one. It's PJ Chambers really taking his time here. He's got 19 seconds on the shot clock to waste off a little bit. He's calling his brother off, who was coming toward the top of the key. PJ Chambers
slow this one down.
Trying to work on Dylan Dell. He does. He gets around him and takes a hard fall down low, but is able to score, and he's down.
That was tough.
And that was a tough one, and he is slow to get up.
We got a man down,
Coach Kleinschmidt looking for a foul. PJ Chambers hit the floor hard there. He is very slow to get up. So we got some trainers going over there. Hinsdale Central defense breaking down. PJ Chambers has had a brilliant performance today, 12 points on the board, and a big reason why they're up 48-31 with 2:57 left in the game.
I think this is where you start looking at this lineup and saying, you know what, we're up by 17, and our star players are starting to get risks of injury. You know, start to change the lineup now. You know, you got 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the game. I'm taking my star players out.
That is something we did see a little bit of yesterday. AJ Chambers, we've seen him a lot today. George Richardson, we've seen a little bit of him as PJ Chambers gets up and walks off the court. To a round of applause. Good performance from him. He looks like he will be staying in the game, actually, after a talk with a trainer.
Will be the same.
So a talk with a trainer from the Red Devil staff who have been here all day helping out the players on the court. It will be Red Devil basketball with 2:57 left, 48-31 lead in favor of the Rams. 3 fouls on the game for the Red Devils, 1 for the Rams in this quarter. For what it's worth, the possession arrow going toward the Red Devils here. And here we go, PJ Chambers checking out of the game for number 11. That is Jonas Johnson. The Red Devils get us started going. Eric Cozy's coming down the court, trying to get some momentum going. Finds Daniel Orozco. Finds Vincas Bruselis. Bruselis at the top of the key, guarded by Rashawn Porter. Vincas Bruselis tosses it across to Eric Cozy's. Eric Cozy's guarded by Johnson. Feeds Thick, who's got the mismatch. Bruselis down low, nearly blocked by Jalen McElroy, but is able to slip it in for an off-the-glass layup.
The fact that he almost blocked that is like crazy to me. I don't know.
Actually, yes. I agree with that one. He was a good recovery defense by McElroy, but a good move to get some more points for the Red Devils. Maybe eat away at this lead a little bit.
For sure.
It's Kavame taking some time at the top of the half-court line. Guarded closely by Eric Cozy's. Kavame with it, trying to get some moves around, and uses his pivot foot to give it to AJ Chambers, who's working on Daniel Orozco, feeding his way down low, and a good shot,
rebound.
But a great rebound by Vincas Bruselis after the missed shot of AJ Chambers. Daniel Orozco with it, working on Jalen McElroy, and he's got a lot of space.
I'm looking for a dunk over here.
He's gonna get a dunk, and that might capitalize a huge Rams win over the Red Devils here at Hinsdale Central High School.
That's good night right there.
A big man dunk there from a high school kid. Dylan Dell got it at the top as we start to see some subs coming in for the Red Devils the next time they go to a break. Tyler Thick taking a 3. Rebound by Porter after the missed shot, and Kavame got it in a foul. A timeout, actually.
Yeah, that dunk's a good way to...
And they're going to get some subs into the game as some of the backups coming into the game for both teams.
A lot. Bunch of younger-looking guys.
Servana coming in for DePaul Prep. Looks like you also got Donahue coming into the game. Actually,
a lot of sophomores.
A lot of sophomores getting the young guys some playing time. Donahue's actually going to throw the ball in here.
Got
He's
Dylan
going
ready.
to throw it into French. Actually, he's going to get the ball back, Donahue. Now tosses it off to George Richardson. We saw a little bit of him earlier in the game. Now giving it off to Brock Servano. Servano working, trying to create some space. A minute left on the clock. A 50-33 lead. A huge three-point shot off the mark. Rebound at number 21, Brock Servano. 53 seconds on the clock. It's dwindling down. A 50-33 lead for the Rams. A solidified victory, moving them on in this tournament to face the winner of Maine South versus Oswego East, which will be on Sports Time Chicago right after this.
No.
Driving in the lane is George Richardson and drawing a foul.
Got the JV squad out there.
And that will be a foul on number 15, Henry Starch. Checks into the game. On the other side, some other players for Hinsdale Central coming in. Dylan Reddy, we saw him a little bit earlier. Michael Howell. You also got Robert Deftos into the game. We saw a lot of him yesterday. He was a key part of their big win yesterday over Schaumburg. Hinsdale Central will fall to another bracket play. They will play tomorrow at 5:15 against the loser of Maine South and Oswego East. As for DePaul Prep, the Rams, they will face the winner of that game, which will be right after here on SportsTownChicago.com. Reddy working in the corner, tosses it around to number 21. That's Albert Pullens. 21 seconds on the clock before this game will be over. Red Devils trying to get some points to save face. Reddy working on the right side, throwing it around. And there's going to be a travel called on Robert Deftos. And that just continues the mistakes made by the Red Devils today. 8.3 seconds left on the clock. It looks like DePaul Prep will just run out the clock here, get the ball over, and that will solidify the Rams' victory tonight against the hometown Hinsdale Central Red Devils. The final score being 51-33 in favor of the Rams. A very good effort by the Red Devils that started really in their favor, but toward the end, DePaul Prep showed their size and their better play.
Great victory by the Devils. Did not expect by the Rams, of course. The Devils, unfortunately, definitely didn't want to end off this tournament this way, but still got a long season regardless. But as for the Rams, we saw today exactly why they're the 19th.
Didn't have much of contention yesterday. The Red Devils, as I said, will play tomorrow at 5:15, and the DePaul Prep Rams will face off against the winner of the next game here on SportsTownChicago.com. Maine South and Oswego East coming up next at the 2023 Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic.
Are you ready for this? Valley View Automotive has all of the hottest SUVs you've been looking for. Enjoy a test drive and the opportunity to drive one of these powerful vehicles off the lot for half the price. Yes, half the price. Now's the time to get yourself to Valley View by car, on foot, or even by air.